Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody. Well, I messed that up, didn't I? Every time I try to clear my throat at the beginning of this channel, it's kind of like I try to clear it and then I start, and then I think, okay, it's good, and then I start and it's not cleared. So now a professional broadcaster would probably take that clip out, but I've never claimed to be professional. I'm just another YouTuber here. So we're going to go with it. Now, I'm the digital asset investor. You ready to roll? Okay. I wanted to show you this because I thought this was interesting. What we're looking at here is on Coin Paprika, the return rates. Every once in a while I like to check in on this, and because I'm noticing something, what I think is going on now. I believe, now if you look at XRP, with an SEC lawsuit and all the things that have gone on, XRP is up 357% to Bitcoin's 352%. And I've been telling you over the recent weeks, I believe that the people that have been behind this marketing machine to try to push proof of work, you know, lesser technologies than the other things that are out there, Wall Street and all these people that have been behind pushing Bitcoin and Ethereum, but mainly Bitcoin, I believe they are intentionally shifting. And I believe they are intentionally shifting because they always knew that Bitcoin at best would be a store of value and it was just a lesser technology. But I believe that you're starting to see the drumbeat as they lead up to Ethereum 2.0, trying to pump up Ethereum. I believe, you know, people, these small cap coins have been accused of pump and dump and all this, but you know what the real pump and dump has been? Bitcoin and Ethereum. But it's a longer term pump and dump, in my opinion. And so, and I think that some very powerful people have been behind the long-term pump and dump. And I think that they're not necessarily going to be telling people to dump Bitcoin, but I think that they're now focused on pumping Ethereum. I think they now want Ethereum to pass Bitcoin so that, and I think that's when the game really changes. But I also think, look, like I've told you for a long time on this channel, what we're looking at is either one of two things: all the world's a stage file, or really, really bad stuff. Okay, and I don't think it's crazy to use the corruption word. Really, really bad stuff. Okay, and maybe there's some hybrid of the two going on. Okay, but what I can tell you for 100% fact is a lot of the people in this story don't tell the truth, or telling the truth is not really their number one priority. Okay, speaking of, this article is in the New York Times. I think this is today, November 1st, 2021. Yes. Banks tried to kill crypto and failed. Now they're embracing it slowly. Digital payments technology is forcing the financial system to evolve. Banks feel their power waning and want to regain control. Well, remember the Tim Draper clip that we've played so many times? First they put their arms together and they say, we're not letting this happen. And then they do the lawsuits, and then they get their government buddies after you. Does any of this ring a bell with the Ripple timeline? Does or the Bill Hinman Ethereum free pass timeline? We've watched it all. And if you look right here, let me see, the part I wanted to show you is, says in 2014, as regulators in New York were exploring ways to control Bitcoin, executives at Wall Street's biggest banks fretted that regulating cryptocurrencies would also legitimize them, and that could threaten the finance industry. So they tried to sow doubt. At the World Economic Forum in Davos that year, Jamie Dimon, the chief executive of JP Morgan Chase, the nation's largest bank, called Bitcoin a terrible store of value, Anyway, it goes on. And basically, this story outlines I mean, it really outlines that Tim Draper, Gary Gensler clip, okay? But then at some point, okay, I believe, yeah, they tried to kill it based on, this is an article in the New York Times, they tried to kill it. But at some point, JP Morgan and the boys decided, wait, we're going to have to put our arms around this. In 2019, a unit of JP Morgan called Onyx introduced JPM coin, okay? So, and what have we seen from that time until now? Nothing but proof of work, Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's all they'll talk about. It doesn't, you go to any of these so-called crypto journalists, these websites, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then you go to all these platforms, and most of the digital assets are built on Ethereum. You go and what's the SEC done? Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's all been one big marketing machine, but it's not grounded in the truth. The truth is Bitcoin and Ethereum and proof of work are the lesser technologies, and the better technologies are the XRPs and the Cardanos and many of these others. Now, I don't know why that's been done. What I would imagine if I was betting, a lot of these big banks, the JP Morgans and all, probably own the better technologies behind the scenes, and they just haven't been ready to push the button. But I think we're close to the button being pushed. And now, so look at this. I wanted to show you. I got so much today that I mean, I'm just gonna delivering up what I've got as I see it now, and it's not really in any real order, but I wanted to show it to you. This is from TAG XRP. The Ethereum Foundation created Ether according to the amount raised in the sale when the first block was mined, pre-mined. And by the way, we were just talking about how they, and this is important, I don't want to forget this. The title of this article is Banks Tried to Kill Crypto and Failed. Now they're embracing it. They've got a picture of Jamie Dimon, and then they've also got how this in 2014 is basically when this started. Now remember, because Joseph Lubin told us, JP Morgan was involved with Ethereum from before the Ethereum token launch. Those are his words, not mine. Before the Ethereum token, we've put the video out. They were involved. He also said that the Ethereum alliance was run by Consensus and by JP Morgan. They headed it up, and they have been the driving force behind it. That is hit from the beginning. He said that. Joseph Lubin's words, not my words. You've got to remember that as all these stories unfold. Ethereum Foundation created Ether according to the amount raised in the sale when the first block was mined, pre-mined, yes. They created 72 million Ethereum after the pre-sale, 5.2 million went to 83 early contributors, and equal amount for the foundation. And then he's showing you a tweet from Vitalik Buterin. That includes the pre-sale. These coins were signed in an open process anyone could participate in, like mining. It's arguably more accurate to say those coins were mined. The mining algorithm was just sending Bitcoin to this address, okay? Then he goes down. Vitalik received the biggest share, 553,000 Ethereum. They had no business plan and no live product before the pre-sale. Look at the intended use of revenue. It clearly states they were raising funds for development of Ethereum platform and tools. Okay, so we've shown that document on here before, but there are so many. Look, here's what's great about what's going on. All that really needed to be done was to just show some of what was going on. And I feel like over the last since the Ripple lawsuit has been filed, I feel like a handful of people out here pointed and said, something's really bad here. Look at all this smoke. And I feel like we went a good solid, at least 2 to 6 months, where we were pointing and saying, look, but there wasn't a lot of paying attention. But I feel like now there are hundreds and thousands of people that are paying attention, and it's not just a handful. And now everybody sees what's going on, and they're seeing more and more. And trust you me, after that Rosalind Layton article in Forbes this weekend where she talked about Gary Gensler's crypto war, you write it down, folks. This thing, as I told you before, somebody said to me, about a month ago now, I guess. Think about what we know today that we didn't know last week. Think about what we're going to know next week that we didn't know today. It doesn't get better, it gets worse. And now it gets worse in another way, because now there are thousands of people on this case. So it's on like Donkey Kong now, and we're not stopping until we get a level playing field. We're not out. I'm not out to hurt any digital asset. I'm not out to hurt Ethereum. I'm not out to hurt Bitcoin. I'm not out to hurt any of them. I just want, if Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to win, I want them to win on a level playing field, because that's been the problem all along. If there was a level regulatory playing field, XRP would be so far out in front. The Ethereum and Bitcoin people would be smelling XRP's butt at this point, okay? And all of them know it. All these Ethereum, Bitcoin maxis know it. That's the reason they've attacked it from day one. That's the whole point. So it's game on. We're not going anywhere. We're only getting more aggressive. Now, Jeremy Allaire tweeted this out. Big day in crypto land, stablecoin policy. White House Fed Treasury report coming today from Politico. Stablecoin report expected today. The President's Working Group on Financial Markets is expected to issue its much anticipated report on stablecoins at 3 p.m. today. An official involved in the report tells MM, stablecoins, a type of virtual currency whose value is tied to another asset, most often the dollar, have been on the top of the list of cryptocurrencies, drawing attention from regulators in recent months. One key question ahead of the report: will regulators require private stablecoins to be backed by strong reserves? What else to expect? Nellie Leung, Treasury's Undersecretary for Domestic Finance, said last month the report will devote particular attention to the risks that could arise if stablecoins become a widely used payment method. Okay? And then John Deaton had tweeted this out. This was a Bloomberg thing yesterday. The SEC has a path to crack down on the $131 billion stable coin market, and new guidance coming soon will make it very clear. Okay, so that's what they're talking about for today, I guess. The recommendations could reinforce the SEC's ability to pursue enforcement actions and policies for cryptocurrencies. It's a war. I think John Deaton is right. Now, let me see if I'm going to stop there. I'm going to play you this in the next video. But before I go, I want to remind everybody that we've got on link to, we've got they've still got a little bit of Ripple equity and Uphold equity, and some link to and Kraken on the platform. So go to linqto.com and check it out, because I don't think it'll last the rest of the week if I was putting my money on it, which I have. But they are a sponsor, and I am a buyer, and I'm a customer of Link2. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family to check it out.